can switch the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
So this is our tabernacle.
Wow.
This is our Blessed Mother. She's very sweet.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. So I'll just open it for a few seconds for
Okay.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah. So may the Lord bless us all, and may He bless all the activities of the people who are starting their day, and also those in Australia who are finished, who are at the end of the day. So may God bless us always. Amen.
Amen. That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm curious, what did your sisters think you're doing? Like,
Well,
what?
I told them, do not disturb me in the chapel. And they said, what are you doing there? So I told them, go, meditate first, and they're napping.
I love it. So are you like the only one that uses Instagram?
Yeah, and the two others are French speaking. So when I told them anyway that I banned them from the chapel, I told them anyway, it's in English. Do you want to come? And they say, what language is it? I said, English. They say, no, it's weird. So
I do think at some point we'll have all the different languages going. Like we just started Spanish, but we need to add, eventually we'll have French, right?
French?
Yeah.
I can, Vietnamese too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you originally from Switzerland?
My father is Vietnamese and my mother is Swiss German.
Okay.
So I'm a mixture.
Yes. So sister is in Switzerland right now. That's where she is.
Yeah.
That's... And then what order are you with?
It's a French order that was founded in 1696, I think. Mm-hmm. The Sisters of St. Paul of Chartres.
Oh, wow.
But we are now in 40 countries around the world. We are more than 4,300. So I'm you just see one piece of the congregation, but there are many others.
Yeah. Your English is very good.
Thank you.
It is. It's very good. So some are even asking where in Switzerland.
We're in our states are called canton, so in the canton of Neuchâtel.
Okay. So,
it's about an hour driving distance from Bern, the capital.
Okay. Wow.
2 hours and a half from Geneva.
Okay. Do you guys get that? Okay, so I always just like to ask everybody's first experience with the Rosary. Do you remember yours?
Very much, because I'm a converted. I was baptized when I was 20 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was having an experience in Vietnam. I thought before starting university, I would just go for, go back to my roots. So I was being a volunteer in an orphanage, and this orphanage was administered by the Sisters of St. Paul of Chartres. Mm-hmm. And but I was not. I was a Buddhist.
Okay.
And at one time, the superior told me, would you like to go for a trip? And I was 20 years old. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to ask how long it would be. So 2 days before we left, I just had a backpack, and then I discovered it was actually a pilgrimage to a shrine, and it was a road trip, 7 days. Yeah, and with me, it was a whole bus, and we were 50. So it was me plus 49 sisters. And I had I had never had any exposure with the sisters, so I barely knew how to call them. So it was like, I felt kidnapped. Because I said, yes, I will go. And then what are sisters doing when they're all together in a road trip? Praying the Rosary. But like 6-7 times a day, because we were waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then driving like for 6-7 hours, we had a Holy Mass, and then in the evening we were arriving. So it was 3 days to reach the place. And so it was like on loop, like the whole day. And I was like, almost like brainwashed. And I didn't even, I didn't believe in God. So it's really through Mary that I started asking, okay, what are you doing? Like repeating the whole thing all the time. So I started knowing how to pray the Hail Mary. But I didn't know even what it meant. But you pray like 50 or 60 rosaries in a week. It's like a breathing experience. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and if you were Buddhist before, right? Like you kind of understand like meditation too, and it's very powerful.
It was like a mantra for me at first.
Yes.
And and then I was asking, so who is this? Maria, and every time and I understood by the second day that it was a shrine to the Blessed Virgin Mary in Vietnam.
Yeah.
So I started, talking to Mary through the Rosary, like I was talking with you on Instagram. Like, every time we were stopping and then going to the statue, I was looking at her and I was telling her, do something because I'm here stuck 6 days with those sisters. I don't understand anything. So if really you have some kind of power, do something, make me understand something.
Yes.
And it started like that. So I can really say, sometimes we say it like, yeah, sure, Mary's the mother of Christ and she brings us to him, to her son. But for me, it was really literally like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was my first experience.
Wow.
Quite strong. I always think, maybe God had to kidnap me so that I will surrender.
I probably would need the same thing. That's so good though.
And the rosary I was praying today is a very simple one, in wooden, but it's my first rosary. It was the one I received 20 years ago.
Wow.
And I just turned 40, so from now on I will have more, years being a Catholic than being a Buddhist.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, you definitely don't look anything close to 40. So those
you don't look anything like a mother of 7.
Oh, thanks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good story. Okay, so then when you got back, is that when you kind of started?
Oh, yeah. All the sisters were very naughty. So some of them were asking, why are you not receiving Holy Communion? And I was telling them, I'm not even a Christian. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
But after 3 days of Holy Rosary, continuous, when we reached the place, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah. Oh.
So, and now it's much better, but it was like a camp and military camp in the jungle. So I was sitting on my bed, and the sister next to me saw that I was not sleeping. So she said, would you want to go with me to the statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary? And I said, sure, why not? So we went at 3 a.m. There was nobody. And she started kneeling at the steps, but it was rocks. So just imagine kneeling on rocks. Right. It's not flat. It was so painful.
At 3 in the morning, too.
That's a detail, sorry.
Yeah. But at 3 in the morning,
3 in the morning, in the jungle.
Yeah.
And then we were kneeling, and then I looked at her, at the statue, and I told her, okay, listen, if something has to happen for me, I trust you. Yeah. By then, after 3 days, so.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, if really something has to be done with me, or I have to convert, then do something, and, it's in your hands. It was really that prayer, and she listened. And the time we came back, 3 more days, and the sisters were asking me, so, why are you not asking to be baptized? And I was like, no, not really, I don't want it. And I started feeling called to my baptism and my vocation are one. And it's the same for every one of us, right?
Right.
So I started feeling that if I was going to get baptized, that would mean I will have to give him all.
Right.
So I was starting feeling, a bit scared, like what does it mean? And so I told Mary, if really this has to happen, then I'd like to be baptized in Vietnam.
Right.
And the sisters in the bus, everyone told me that it's still not a very democratic country.
Yeah.
So everyone was telling me, it's easier. You have a Swiss passport, do everything in RCIA in Switzerland. So I started telling Mary, okay, this seems impossible. If really you are the Mother of God, make it happen. Then I will believe.
Yeah.
But I was so sure it will never happen.
Right.
We reached Saigon.
Yeah.
The bus stopped, and a sister is running to me and saying, you know what? A sister told me that you were interested in becoming to be baptized. I found a priest who agrees to, baptize you here. And I was like, what? I was, having the impression that I was making a deal with God, and it was.
Yeah.
I was.
Wow.
So I was baptized in Vietnam in 1999.
Wow. Maybe.
You have a visitor?
Of course. A little one. She's like, what are you doing? That is just such an amazing story.
So, and now I'm a sister.
I love it. So I'm gonna screen record this, and we'll save that portion of your story so we have it, because I think we might need to invest in a bus. Just all get on that bus and start kidnapping people.
And being brainwashed.
And all we do is we just pray the rosary over and over.
But it just shows really that even if you are not present and you don't understand the prayer, there is a power in every prayer that is said.
Yeah.
So even if you don't understand, you don't really even believe, but just the fact that you consent is very powerful.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. That is.
Sometimes we pray the Rosary and it's already the 5th mystery and we're like, what? I don't,
Yeah.
It's like an automatic.
Yeah.
Never mind. It still works.
It's so great. Yeah, we might have to get you over here to the States as we get our bus.
I'm going to the States, to New York, June 2nd to June 12th.
Oh, so you're going soon?
Yeah.
Right? That's in a few
wait,
weeks.
is it next week or in 10 days? Something like that.
June 2nd.
Yeah.
10 days. 10 days.
Yeah, I'm going to New York for a congress on Catholic education.
Oh, wow. See, guys, if any of you are in New York.
Yeah, it's connected to the Fordham University.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The congress.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Well, I'm sure there's a few of them on here that are going to probably.
Okay, then just, tell me hi.
Yeah.
If ever you meet me.
I'll share her account after this, but I also want to I'll get the story because it's so good. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, but maybe, I hope I won't be misunderstood by saying that I was brainwashed, but
yeah.
I feel fully, free.
Yes.
Now.
Yes. We know what you meant. We know. Yeah.